Hey, forgot to invite some people. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Doing a live video. I don't feel good. At least I'm not throwing up anymore. Yay. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Hello. All right. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. Justine. I don't know what happened. I froze. Let me just try to set this down until I can figure out how to do this stuff on my laptop. Boop. How are you? How's everything? How have you been dealing with this awesome energy? Probably, you know, it's finally let up a little bit, but I'd say like the past week has been pretty intense. I mean, I was projectile vomiting for 12 hours, so that's how it affected me. And I don't get sick. I haven't thrown up like that. Literally, I was throwing up like 4 times every hour to 2 hours on the hour for 12 hours. Hey, what's up, Ben? How's it going? Forgot to get myself something to drink. I'm so parched. What up? What up? Anyways, I just wanted to touch base a little bit on the energy. Now that I have a couple of you in here, that's fine, because people could replay and watch this again, and I post it on my YouTube channel anyways. Yeah, that's not... Glad you're feeling better, yeah. I was almost sick for a week, yeah. Yeah, I lost 10 pounds, so that's the good part. I was like, yay, good start on my 2018 Karina summer body. I attempted to put on some kind of makeup, like, so I look somewhat alive, feeling like crap. Not really wanting to do this, but I know it's just, I mean, that's the best time to do things is when you don't feel like doing it, because chances are other people are feeling the same. Hey, what's up? Casey? Hey. Nice to see you guys. So, can you guys kind of still hear the music? What's up, Daniel? All right, so I made a couple notes. So the last time I did a video was, I was talking about the balancing of the masculine and feminine and how Mars was going to be conjuncting Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio. And at the same time, Venus was conjuncting the Sun and Pluto. Well, that happened, and that was pretty intense. That's when I think I was projectile vomiting everywhere. Just releasing a lot of like negative and old stuff. Stomach issues. I started taking this stuff, which I want to recommend because it's obviously working. Like I feel like I'm getting a lot of like gas and stuff out, but it's called the Aquaflora. It's holistic. It fights candida and balances flora in the body. And I'm pretty sure this is probably good for men as well. It's an overall like high potency 9 formula, and I feel it working. I feel that when I get sick, thank you. Being out the butt. No, just like I feel like gas, like burps and stuff like that. And like when I was throwing up, like I'm sure this was helping fight some of that candida. Well, I just want to say that this is working so far. I've only been taking this for the last week. So if you guys are having any stomach problems or digestion issues or weight loss or, being lethargic and tired, and it's all signs of Candida, which is this little thing in your stomach that kind of just is caused by like over amounts of processed sugars and like processed foods and stuff, which we all eat, yes, and eat cheese. That's what it's about. Okay, so getting back to the chart real quick, just so I can sum this up, because I do have to go to work at 6. So we had that conjunction, which was balancing the masculine and feminine, right? So the masculine was going through a deep transformation, like a death and a rebirth, and it was being expanded. So a lot of things that were coming out of the dark into the light that maybe wasn't seen, depending on where that falls in your chart would tell us like where those the darkness was being revealed to the light. That could be in the area of family. Maybe you found out some things or whatnot. And then as far as the feminine energy was taking on her strength and her getting the power back, or the feminine energy's power back, right? Through also transformation, because Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. So they're both going through this dualistic transformation. They're like, I believe they're kind of like merging energies and kind of swapping, but then recalibrating, like the wobble effect in the earth, So it's like the feminine is trying to get the power back and to get things moving in the right direction as far as getting the ball moving in the physical three-dimensional reality. And then the masculine is looking deeper into the feminine type energy, which is the dark, the deep, the things that you don't see, the things that you don't even believe that would even be possible being revealed and being possible. Okay. So there could be a lot of like push and pull and the cognitive dissonance that I was talking about. Val's a Scorpio and I'm a Capricorn. Oh, nice. Perfect. So you guys are definitely feeling it. That's for sure. It also depends on what your rising is, because that's where your sun is, and your sun is literally just the illuminary and everything that everyone sees. So if you were to pull up your chart, you can see where your rising is to see what house it actually falls into. So now I'm going to go to my notes. So tomorrow is when Mercury will be moving into the sign of Capricorn. Now let me turn this around. Yeah, good. I'm so glad to hear, because it is all good. Transformation is great because it creates change. So let me turn you around here. Okay, so this is tomorrow. Do you see Capricorn right here? The sun's in Capricorn. Venus is in Capricorn. Pluto's in Capricorn. What's up, Juan? Then the Pars of Fortune's in Capricorn. I believe Black Moon Lilith is in Capricorn, I believe, and Lucifer, and just a whole bunch of other asteroids. But here is Mercury coming out of the sign of Sagittarius into Capricorn. We literally have like a little mini stellium of energy, but stelliums are really, 3 planets or more within like 1 degree apart for a really strong stellium of energy. So there's this huge trine right here that's happening tomorrow. Now, all the planets will be there by the 14th. Not all the planets, but like you see, as much planets as they're gonna be this year in Capricorn will be on the 14th, because this moon will be over here in Capricorn on the 14th. So that being said, 6 planets in Capricorn from the 14th of this month to the 16th of this month. Capricorn is the sea goat. It marks the winter solstice. emerging out of hibernation as the light returns and our energy starts to kick in again. This is the cardinal energy of the winter, which is getting the things started. It's getting the things that we find out and we realize into the three-dimensional reality. Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, now that you realize this, what are you going to do about it? Now that you realize that you're unhappy at your job, what are you going to do about it? If you're not happy in your relationship, what are you going to do about it? It's time to make change. This is where change begins. We're coming out of a winter, out of the deep hibernation of like death and like thinking about what we really want, what we really desire, moving forward in life. And now it's time to put it in action. Saturn is home and it's Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn is Saturn's home. Saturn builds the three-dimensional reality. Okay. Capricorn's a sea goat. That's why, okay, sea goats, they're goats with a little fishtail. You know what that means? That when, this is why Capricorns take so long in whatever house it is, whether you have Capricorn in your house of relationships or your Venus is there, you take a long time to make things happen. And the reason for this is because when you get in, you can't get out because you have a freaking fishtail. Right? So you know how to drive it forward, but you have to plan accordingly and take your time because you can't always back out of things because you guys are committed and you're sexy as fuck. We all know that. Capricorns are sexy. That energy is sexy. That you're kind of a sustained, long energy. You know, you're just not quick burning out and gone with the wind. Okay? So that's what I admire about Capricorn energy. Wherever you have it, it's very stable and sturdy. It lasts over time. So that being said, Saturn is home in Capricorn, meaning it's karma time. Okay. So it's a blessing. Karma is a blessing, but it is as well as a curse. It's always been your choice. I can teach you, but I'd have to charge. Milkshakes bringing all the boys to the yard. Give my ass a raise, homeboy. That's what's up, dude. You have to assert that if you want a raise, you have to ask for it. If you don't ask, you'll never get it. But, you know, I always tell myself, if you never ask, the answer is always no. You've already answered your own question if you're not asking the universe for what you want. And if you don't get it, it wasn't meant to be. Maybe it wasn't even meant for you to be in that position. Why would you want to work for someone that doesn't value your time and your energy? I know I don't want to put my time. You only live once and time is really short. So if people aren't respecting and valuing your time and your work and your value, then off with their heads, in my opinion. Move on. There's more work out there for you. Okay, so the moon will move into Aquarius on the 16th. That is what's going to break up all this Capricorn energy. Okay, so let's see. Tomorrow, the 11th, Chiron will be trining the moon, Mars, and Jupiter. All this healing and darkness being brought to light. Secrets, family, money, death, transformation. Where is Scorpio in your chart? Where is Chiron in your chart? These are the two major players in this transit. Chiron will be squaring Mercury and Saturn, challenging us. It is saying, what is being revealed and what are you going to do about it? Knowing is half the battle. How will you then make change, stand up for the future and your growth? Mercury is asking what needs to be said, and Saturn is saying what needs to be done. Put it into action. There will not be change without realization and action. If things are coming to light about family cycles or abuse or neglect in your family and you see it and you're finding more about it, ask yourself, how can I change this cycle or break this chain for the future generations and your children and yourself for that matter? We should all be loving ourselves and thinking about creating a better life for ourselves with the life that we have left. We are all being awakened to many things. Let's see. Some are hard to come in terms with depending on how deep it goes. Don't just ignore the things for the acceptance from society or your dysfunctional family. Take charge of your own life now. So That being said, 2018 is the year of death and resurrection because Jupiter is expanding that Scorpio energy. And the leadership of courage of Leo, which is the North Node. So those two go hand in hand. Also, the Chinese New Year is in February, and guess what it's changing to? The dog, which is a man's best friend. He's a loyal companion. Unconditional love, right? I think that's super cool when I found that out. So this is just my opinions, and I think that they go hand in hand, and we need our loyal family in times of darkness and transformation. So balancing the masculine, feminine, and connecting with our family is really important. Getting to know our roots and where we come from, because those are things that are a part of us and they're not going to leave us, right? They're just ingrained and they're a part of us. We can change it to evolve forward, but we don't have to live in it. It's like when someone wrongs you in some way and you forgive them, it doesn't mean that you can allow them back in your life to continue to abuse you. Okay, so also I'd like to point out before I wrap things up is Monday the 15th is the Jupiter trines Pluto exact. So it's trining now, but it's not exact. But it's a good day and a good energy to put your actions into motions. So start small towards your goals. Whatever your goal is, start small. You know, today, maybe just write down the things that you want to see change in your life, and then write down the first step and do one of the first steps on Monday. I challenge you that. Okay, guys? Love you, peace, peace. Do you guys have any questions before I wrap things up? Or do you want to share anything? Because we're all here just to help and support each other. Okay? Song's this. I hope that was helpful. I know that was pretty quick and pretty a lot to digest, but replay it, absorb, think about what I said, because, you know, it takes me a couple hours to write that and to really look at the chart and see and feel and use my intuition and see where the energy is and what I see and what I hear around me. You know, I use all confounds and find the common denominator and then try to express that in a really short, condensed, fragmented piece of reality. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, we're all just trying to get through this, you know, this year. I mean, Jupiter will be in Scorpio until the end of this year. So welcome to the new energy. It started in October, and we know what was in October. Just a shitload of deaths. You know, as far as homes, like not physical death, but yeah, sure, physical deaths as well, but like death of memories too, like all those fires happening all around, and then all those, you know, crazy hurricanes and stuff like that. Like that's all Mother Earth, like, is just a reflection of what we are going through. And it could be sooner or later in our lives, you know? So sometimes Mother Nature will just warn us ahead of time, and then we'll start to feel those things internally. So yeah. What's up, Corbett? Super happy and proud of you for being so committed to that movie and that show, and now you're awesome. I love you. Please press replay for all those people just coming in at the last minute. I'm just wrapping things up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'm rooting for you. We're almost through all the hard parts. We all know that the end of January, I think it's the 26th, things are going to start lightening up and feeling a little bit better. Hopefully our energy should be returning. With the Capricorn energy, I feel that, but there's still those Chiron squares and trines. They're really, you know, they're just hard to digest. You know, Chiron's the wounded healer. And, you know, we can't really heal ourselves. We have to heal others to heal ourselves. And we all know that. So, yeah. Any questions? Anything for me? Okay. I love this song. Oh, it's green. We'll end on a good note. Oh yeah, on January 27th is when Mars goes into Sagittarius, and then Venus will be well into Aquarius, and those are really nice, fun energies. We just gotta get through it. Up all weekend. All right, so the closing quote I'll give you. This is from the Course of Miracles. Teach only love, for that is what you are. And then Muhammad says, God does not look at your forms and possessions. He looks at your hearts and your deeds. Yay! Anyways, be healthy, y'all. Love you. Peace out.